And that is a loaded question. Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Ayana Woods, the scientist that cares, and I am here to answer some FAQs, frequently asked questions. And I'm gonna start with one of the most frequent questions, and that is, what products will make my hair grow? Whew. And that is a loaded question because unless you have some sort of autoimmune disease that is attacking your hair follicles, your hair is growing. Everybody's hair is growing. What you really want to know is, how do I retain length? You want your hair to get longer. That's length retention. If you want your hair and your skin are a reflection of what's going on internally. So I don't immediately start off by recommended products. I ask questions. What is your diet like? What is your water intake? Are you taking some kind of supplements? Are you on medication? Because some medications do cause the hair to thin. And if you're not hydrated, if you're not getting the nutrients that your hair needs to grow, it will grow and then break off. And so you're not going to see the length retention that you desire. Healthy hair is what's going to retain the length. So what is healthy hair? Healthy hair is going to be moisturized. Healthy hair is not going to have split ends. And so fancy free hair products, we do have ingredients in our products that we recommend for hair. So the castor oil blend, the clay wash, the shampoo, the lavish lathering shampoo, and the deep conditioner, they all have ingredients that do stimulate the hair follicle. But in order to retain the length that you're looking for, you do need to trim those ends, okay? Cut those dead ends off, because what's happening is, if you don't cut the dead ends, it's just gonna break off and continue to break off, all right? So drinking water. Water is the ultimate moisturizer. There's no amount of product that you can put on your hair that's gonna compensate for your body being dehydrated. So drinking water, getting those nutrients, like if your diet is deficient in essential nutrients, that's going to be a reflection and show up in your hair. So your hair may be breaking off, it may be thinning, those kinds of things. So with all that being said, I do have products, but I do ask those questions first, because those things make a difference. And a lot of times, especially women of a certain age, or you have certain health conditions, those medications and those conditions do impact your hair and skin. But I always recommend, especially if you are a natural girl and you have thick, kinky, curly hair, I always recommend the lavish lathering shampoo and the deep conditioner. And I recommend those products because shampoos are soap, and soap breaks up the oils, right? And so you're breaking up the oil of product, of natural sebum coming from your scalp, and you're cleansing that all away, but you're stripping the oils from your hair. And so a lot of times, if the shampoos that you're using, especially for kinkier texture hair, which tends to be more fragile, especially when it's dry, it's gonna break off. And so the lavish lathering shampoo gives you a good lather. It cleanses the scalp well, it cleanses the hair well, but it doesn't strip the hair. So it's a moisturizing shampoo. And then the deep conditioner, if you're using something that's stripping, like you need a clarifying shampoo, follow it up with a deep conditioner, and that has sacha oil in it, and it will replenish some of the oils that have been stripped away using the shampoo. I recommend the clay mask because that has moisturizing ingredients in it, as well as hair follicle stimulating ingredients, and it does cleanse your scalp. It's not recommended if you need a clarifier. So this is something that you're going to use maybe in between shampooing. And then of course, for my girlies who like to put stuff on their scalp, the castor oil blend for hair and skin is amazing for itchy scalp, for stimulating the hair follicle. And if you like to put oil on your hair strands, the castor oil blend is amazing for that, as well as the milk for hair and skin is great for moisturizing, so because it has water in it. So So that answers the question, do I have product that makes your hair grow? I will say I have product that contains hair root follicle stimulating ingredients, but your hair is already growing. You just want to retain that length. All right, fancy out.